Hi, Scorpio. Happy birthday. This is your reading for, this is Jeffrey, this is Ripe Color. This is your reading for the month of November 2020. Oh, Transformer. Halloween. Full moon. At the moment, the Empire State is orange. It's kind of a fantastic orange. It's like a very fiery orange. And this is your 3-card reading. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, and press the button for notifications, and one-on-ones are available. All the information is below. And let's see what's up for the month. Nice. Here we are. 1, 2, 3. All nice cards. You begin with the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is kind of the nurturing mother in a lot of ways. She, I kind of see her in a way as like a single mother. So she's very nurturing and giving and kind. She provides a sense of kind of security. She knows how to work with money. She knows how to stretch dollars. She knows how, like if she only has $100 and she has to, gonna get $150 or $175 worth of stuff, she knows how to get it for $100. Oh, I'm going to put this on the credit card. I'm going to put this on layaway. I don't need this right now. Maybe I can buy this cheaper thing that'll make do for the next few months. She's good like that. Got me? She's also good at making money grow. She's also good at understanding, not necessarily money grow, but she understands kind of abundance, because it's almost like, a good nurturing mother can make, doing the most mundane thing fun. And then you have the World. The World, you actually show up in the World because this is the last card in the deck, and this is like the intricacy of design, the completion of the project, So it's like there's a whole story that's over. There's a whole story that has completed its cycle, and now it's time to move into something new, something fresh, right? And I don't know if you can see it, but the 4 fixed signs are represented in the corners. So there's something very, the fixed signs are very, so the fixed signs are considered the fixed signs because they're based on specific stars which show up in the sky. This was kind of the only thing the ancients had. When you watch the planets, Venus moves, it's the morning star, so it does this weird thing. And Mercury goes back and forth, and sometimes it's here, sometimes it's there. Mars, sometimes it's close and far, sometimes you can see it, sometimes you can't. Jupiter, Saturn, all the ones that you could see are like that. The moon has a certain cycle. The sun has cycle, but the sun can also be sort of mutable, right? One day it's cloudy, one day it's sunny. But the fixed signs are all based on specific stars, and the ancients, I think they needed something very deliberate and very solid to rely upon. So these certain stars in the sky were fixed, and they were always in the same place. And so all of the fixed signs show up in the middle of a season. So Scorpio season is mid-fall. It's not, the end of fall going into winter. It's not the beginning of fall. That's already sort of happened. It's gotten cool already. And all the fixed sign have something in common in that they have a certain element in them that's very tunnel vision. Tunnel vision. When a Scorpio or an Aquarius or a Leo or a Taurus makes up their mind about something and they have a goal, they go and get that. And nothing or no one stands in their way. And if there are problems along the way, there are problems along the way. And if someone's in the way, then someone's in the way. It means, you know, I'm going to run them over. Warned you. So there's a certain determinedness, right? Vigilance. So it's almost like if they if they say it's over, it's over. Then you have this lovely, weird, this is like a weird card. 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups, well, all cups represent emotion, right? And somebody is giving somebody else a gift. But who are these people? I mean, they're very strange. They're just very strange. And it's kind of medieval. It's kind of this thatched roof and this kind of weird tower. It's like, so this is about, first of all, it is about receiving a gift. Receive a gift. 6s are always about perseverance, about seeing things through, which is a very Scorpion kind of thing. It's also the card, you know, a lot of people, so it's the card of nostalgia. So it's the card of happy memory of childhood in a way, like being on the swings, not having a care in the world. But it's almost, sometimes that card can be a little, sometimes there's a little bit of a sentimentality, longing, sort of maybe enhancing a memory. Like if you had a really crappy childhood and you're like, oh, my childhood was so wonderful. It's a little bit like that. It could also be sort of a past life kind of card. Sometimes this could be like the past life card. Like somebody comes in to your life or a situation comes into your life. And, you know, maybe you had a past life with them or not, you know, I don't know. But sometimes, even if it's not like, say, somebody that you knew from another lifetime, it could be somebody from the past in this lifetime. But sometimes, you know, somebody comes into your life and you might not have had a past life with them, but they kind of offer you an opportunity to relive. It's like, okay, the reason, I'll give it to you. The reason that older people, like people my age, are attracted sometimes to younger people, it's not because, the reason older people are attracted to younger people is because they want to reclaim their youth. That's what it is. It's not necessarily robbing the cradle. It's like they want to reclaim their youth. They want to be in touch with enthusiasm, optimism, you know, sort of, you know, how like the stupid are very brave, the young are very brave in a way. I was talking about this with some friends recently, and there were certain things that I did when I was young. When I think about it now, it's like, that was really stupid. But there was sort of this la-di-da, everything will be okay. and I got to experience some really wild things. Um, and there's a charm in that. There's a charm in it, because as you get older, you get stuck in your ways. You get like sort of, oh well, I don't do that. I find myself being like that too. It's like, oh well, I don't need it. I did it already. But there's something about being around the energy. I guess this is why people have children too. I mean, I have a teddy bear, but it's not quite the same. Um, although he has a very active life, very. Um, so that's my take on that card. So I'm a Scorpio. So I'm going to tell you this is how I interpret it for myself, and maybe it'll work for you. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So I feel like there's been a certain relationship with money and security, okay, that is completing its cycle. And it's time to receive blessings. It's time to receive gifts and accept them graciously and allow them to be, to enhance the sense of like being a child and getting a birthday gift, right? Kids they get so excited about, like, they give you a present and it's like, as you get older, you get a little jaded. It's like, well, that's not what I wanted. There's none of that. It's almost like I feel like there's an energy of, maybe letting go of this, for me, it's not like I have any more money today than I did yesterday. But I feel like there's a certain cycle being completed in my relationship with money, that will lead to my being able to accept more abundance and more. This isn't just about money, this is about security. Like there's a certain security that's coming upon me in myself, in my own being, that has nothing to do with how much money I do or don't have, how much money I do or don't make. There's a certain inner knowing, security, knowing like, I don't know, how do I say it? I'm a child of God, I'm a child of the universe, and therefore abundant. And what other people consider abundant, everyone has a different idea of what abundance is. For some people, it's like if you have a house without a pool, you're not abundant. For some people, it's about having a full refrigerator. For some people, it's about having a lot of love and a lot of people around. For some, for everyone, it's different. And for me, I've had this very strange and kind of unhealthy relationship with money for a long time. And sort of this, how you always want to date the one you can't have? Like the one who says no is the one you want all the time. It's been a little bit like that. And now it's kind of like I'm going out on the street, and saying, come to me. I ain't running after you. Come to me. I'll go out on the street. I'm not going to sit at home alone. But you understand what I'm saying? It's kind of like being in this new sense of security in oneself. It's like not relying on the mother to nurture you, being the mother that nurtures you. And like putting that out and then letting it come back. And I'll tell you, this is, I go to Mexico. I'm Jewish, right? I love Guadalupe. I can't even figure it out myself. Because for me, Guadalupe is much bigger than Guadalupe. It's much bigger than Catholicism. It's much bigger than Mary. It's like really ancient. I don't know. I'm tap into something that's like really ancient, and this is like the mother goddess, the earth, right? And for me, so I went to I've been to Mexico City many times. I love it, love it, love it there. It's an amazing place. You should go. I've been there many times, and I have friends there, and you know, I practico español todo día, y tarea, todo. Anyway, I went to the basilica, and everyone's so busy worshiping. And you know, I'm not taking anyone's inventory. I'm just saying what my experience for me, right? And Guadalupe is all over Mexico City. She's all over. You have no idea. She's all over. And what came to me was, it's not about Guadalupe being outside of me. It's about becoming her. It's about becoming her and living my life as her. See what I'm saying? And her energy is that of the mother, that of like the Mother Earth, the mother, whatever you want to. It's enormous, and it's loving and kind and compassionate and forgiving and abundant and comforting, like deeply comforting. And so there's a guy that I like a spiritual kind of mentor that I've been going to his things, whatever you want to call it, I don't know, for a long time. And he talks about Mary, actually, but Guadalupe in particular. The child that is loved can do anything. The child that is loved can do anything. Because when you have and you feel loved and supported, it's like nothing's going to happen to me. It's kind of like, you know, that energy of, oh, everything's going to be okay. You know how like sometimes the parents get like, oh, don't go in the swing, it's dangerous. It's like, it's a swing. And the kid's like, they don't think, you know, you always want to go over the thing, over the bar, like really go over. Because it's sort of like, wee. I feel like that's the energy that's coming in. I feel like that's the energy that's coming in. Because I feel like the old way of, I don't deserve, I'm unworthy, I'm scared, I'll take care of you, you don't take care of me, all that, I feel like it doesn't hold water anymore. I make paintings, so I work with dye. So I make this gel out of like seaweed, actually, and it's gel, and then I add dry dye to it, like a powder, and then I mix it up, it becomes a color, and I can paint with it. I paint with dye. And I have these like little tiny, you know, kind of like, you know, plastic, like Tupperware kind of things. And there was one that I used to keep other stuff in. So there was a screw that came up from the thing, and I shoved it on. And I used to keep dry things in there, you know, like things to mix. So there was a hole in the thing. But then I rearranged everything because I'm always rearranging stuff. And I put some dye in it. And like the day later, I was like, well, why is the pink all over the table? And then I was like, oh, because there's a hole in it. What was the point of that? I don't even know what the point of that was. Oh my God, I can't believe I lost my point. Anyway, I moved on and I don't use it anymore. What was the point of that story? Oh my God. Oh my God. You I guess so. I lost my train of thought. I can't believe it, but I did. It's a little late. You're my ninth sign or my 10th sign or something. The child that is loved can do anything. And sometimes, in order, so I'll get really down and dirty here. You're Scorpio, you get it. Sometimes we don't get what we need from our parents, from society, from God, blah, 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 blah. It's good to know what you need and what you want. And sometimes, if you have the opportunity to give it to yourself, you can become your own mother, your own father, your own god, your own goddess, your own priest, your own priestess, and combine all those things. And I'm not saying, this is about narcissism, and I'm not saying this isn't about that. This is about completing this old cycle. It's about moving into a fuller, more comforting, more generous. And generosity, it's not about, I'm not saying you're not generous. I'm saying maybe it's about allowing the universe to be generous to you and say, thank you. Thank you. I think it's important to open ourselves up to love and to open ourselves up to those happy childhood memories and enhance them, right? And enhance them. Maybe you had a weird childhood like I did, but it wasn't all completely, off the hook. There were moments. There were moments that were lovely and kind and considerate and comforting. And it's almost like I need to sort of revisit and relive them and then bring them into here and move into this new way. I have to say, so this year, my 10th sign, 9th sign. This was the heaviest reading I gave. I do get better as I go along. Anyway, happy birthday. Be nice to yourself. Be nice to yourself. That's what a lot of this COVID thing has been about. It's like, keep quiet, stop your mind, be nice to yourself, have something good to eat, call people you like. That's what it's been about for me. On a positive, I've had my crazy days, don't get me wrong. But be good to yourself, nurture yourself. Because when you nurture yourself, then you can nurture others more. And if you feel nurtured, a child that is loved can do anything. So there you go. Like, subscribe, share. One-on-ones are available. God bless. Thanks for tuning in. Happy birthday. Okay, now I need my glasses so that I can find the arrow so I can turn the computer off.